What amount of money would it take for it to be life-changing for you? My mom grandma died at the same time and I inherited about 40,000. It was life-changing in the sense that finally, for once in my life, I was able to secure an asset instead of a liability. I feel like that changed the trajectory I was on. 3 million and I retire tomorrow. An even million, drop it into investments and let it stay there. And then I could afford to work a lower paying, lower stress job until I hit retirement age and then very comfortably exit the working world. Just get rid of my student loans and I'd be set. Maybe $1 million? I don't have anything I desire or need that I can't pay for with some saving up. So whatever amount of money that would allow me to retire earlier enough for it to be considered life-changing. I've given this a lot of thought, as I'm the executor of my father's estate, and it turns out the inheritance will not be that life-changing, at least not in the short term. $50,000 with no strings attached would be really nice, basically a year's salary all at once. But after a year or two the effect would be gone. I think $1 million would really rattle my cage and possibly make me change my life, retire early. It's all about having enough to pay health insurance for my partner and I, until we're old enough for Medicare. I inherited somewhere in the region of 90-130K and it absolutely changed my life, so I'd set the bar at around 75K. Depends on circumstances. I would be happy with 5K. Life-changing or nice sum of money that could help pay for some needed expenditures? Life-changing to me would be enough to where I and my wife would never have to work again, could pursue my passions freely, never have to worry about retirement, and would have enough of a nest egg to help my kids out as they get older. 5 million after taxes, or so enough to pay off debt, fix some things up around the house, take a nice vacation and a few other various expenses. 50-100K. The minimum life-changing amount for me would be about 250K. 54,396.19. A cent from every user. 1.2 million euros. If I'd deposit them in a savings account that gives 2 annual interest, I'd be able to spend 2,000 euros a month. That's more than my current salary and way more than enough for my current lifestyle. For me it would be 15,000 so I could buy some acres to homestead in the desert. In this economy, even if you gave me $1 million, I still couldn't retire. For me and my GF it would be around 1 million euros. Sadly, we would finally be able to move to accommodate for my life in a wheelchair. Both our families live in this metropolitan area, so we don't want to move hundreds of kilometers away, and even though we don't live within the suburbs, a house flat that could offer me a normal quality of life is about 1 mil. 300,000. Then I can stop all the overtime and part-time job. 100K would be the lowest amount to totally change my finances. That would pay off my student loans and my mortgage, leaving me with no debt and dramatically smaller monthly bills. Enough money to pay off my mortgage entirely would set things off for me really nicely. It'd have to be 1 or 2 million USD post-tax for it to make a significant impact in how I'm living.